My relationship with BGU actually started when I was around 10, 12. And actually remember when I was in my fifth or sixth grade, I had a girlfriend that decided that she's going to Noar Shocher Mada. It's for a program for kids, and I decided that I want to spend time with her. And that was my first interaction. I started my study here at Ben-Gurion University. My first degree was in the medical laboratory. And after I graduated my first degree, I moved to do the second degree here at the Faculty of Health Sciences, and eventually I decided to do my PhD. During my PhD, I submitted an application for a fellowship at Chateaubriand, collaboration with France, and I spent a year at the Pasteur Institute. After finishing my PhD, I decided to go for a postdoc. And then after almost 2 years, I moved to the second postdoc. And it was an amazing experience for me. I studied from tumor biology to cancer therapeutics and cancer genomics. And now I'm merging the entire expertise from immunology to cancer therapeutics here at the Ben-Gurion University. After my post-graduation, I had the option to stay in the United States as well as to come back to Israel for several universities. And eventually, after discussion with my wife, we decided that we should back to the Negev, to the place where we grew up, try to be chalutz, like pioneer, and to try to promote the suburb. I opened my lab, and from there I needed to start everything from scratch. My first interaction with head and neck cancer started around 2014. Over the years, I discovered that this community and the research of head and neck is quite interesting because the head and neck cancer, it's quite a heterogeneous disease. Because of the disease is quite heterogeneous, it's provided us almost endless opportunities for research, for early diagnostics and therapeutics. And in the lab, we are focuses on how therapy affects the interaction between the tumor cells and the microenvironment. To do that, what we are primarily focused is on developing preclinical models that enable us to ask those scientific questions. The people that work in my lab are primarily students for master's degree and PhD. And we have also a couple of postdocs. We have all diversity of people, overseas students as well as Jewish and non-Jewish, and we are very proud of integrating the diversity of the ecosystem here in our lab. My philosophy of mentoring is to let the student to understand the meaningful of the research and the impact of his research or her research on the patient as well as its own career. My way is to encourage motivation, to encourage curiosity, and to encourage personal interaction, continuous interaction with me and the colleagues together to always crystallize the novelty of the research, the impact of the research. And with that, I'm always trying to push my great students forward. I think the university has multiple impacts on the area. First of all, it brings different people, I would say, from all over the city, including outside the country, to the Negev, which encourage diversity and disparity of the people around here. And I'm happy to say that at least a fraction of those people that immigrates to Beersheba eventually stays here in the Negev. And it's really nice to see the diversity and the new cities around here. In addition to that, I think the university has overall continuous impact by promoting young students, including kids in schools, to come to the university, to be exposed to the science and to the research, and therefore I think it has an impact in promoting education into this environment. One thing that we are recently achieved is that we developed a biosensor that can use for diagnostics and can indicate which patient more likely to respond to immunotherapy. This is kind of a game changer in the field because there is a race of finding good biomarkers that will be able to select which patient should get the treatment, because the treatment has some aberrant effect, side effects which can be very aggressive, and selecting the people for the treatment is critical. So together with Angel Procador, we develop biosensors, and we are hoping that will achieve a major milestone in the lab. The challenges are endless, but I will talk about the challenges that I face. In research, 90% of the time you face failures. 10% is success, but 90% of the time you get rejection, experiment do not work, hypothesis failed. The fact that you are doing things and you know upfront that you are more likely to be failed, it's quite frustrating. So for students, that's fine, they can do it for 3-4 years, but investigator for myself, just sitting and thinking, and it's wrong. So the fact that you need to face so much failure, this is exhaustion. For myself, I want to be among the leaders in the field of head and neck cancer therapeutics. It's not for the recognition, but I think it's the impact that you bring into the table, and the fact that you get the recognition, meaning that you are doing something that is meaningful. I think I want my students to be healthy, mentally healthy, and succeed. I want to grow to be able to provide my students skills that enable them to succeed in their own career in the future. And life-wise, I want to continue to raise my 3 kids and my lovely wife, and to have a wonderful family. Definition of success for me is to feel good about yourself and to feel that the outcome of the research has eventually an impact on patients. I will feel good and I will feel success if one of whatever I will develop in the lab will really impact cancer patients.